Hey boys and girls, this is Batman, telling you all to stay in school, and don't do drugs, and always make sure to look both ways before crossing the street, otherwise the demon will find you. Joining us today on this program is our special friend Matt. Matt is a world-renowned Protestant exorcist, and he is here to join us for a small interview. Brother Matthew, you said in your last book that you believed yourself to be the last known defense between the realm of the living and the eternal pits of hell.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah, I guess.
Can I ask why exactly is Logan playing Donny Osmond playing Batman?
Please, let the man finish.
Matt, babe, you guys want to come over and see what's happening? No, I don't know. I think where the improv of my brain was going from there was just gonna be something like, all I have to ask Matt is, why do you think you can challenge me so?
I don't want to challenge you, but I do want to challenge the Pope for something he said recently. So sure.
I saw that recently. Okay, so do you guys know that tweet or whatever, that like that news story about like, oh no, like this priest that died said he went to hell.
Yeah.
And they were playing.
I fucking love that shit.
No, I love that, but I also love that. I love that, but then it took a Smiling Friends related tweet to call my attention to. Yeah, wait a minute.
Why did
the priest, sir? You went to hell?
Yeah,
when you died?
yeah. That I noticed that. Just the whole like, okay, like, wait a minute. Why did he go to hell?
What sort of secrets are you keeping on that tall hat of yours, sir?
Also, holy crap! I remembered how to get here from memory. It wasn't just. So yeah, it was not just my brain. It was not just me rambling on just for the sake of doing this. We're in Kirk Langstrom's laboratory.
Yay!
Who's Kirk Langstrom?
He is the man that is now who's now Bat.
Oh, yes. The Man-Bat.
Or Vampire Batman in one universe.
So we're gonna go and figure out what the heck's going on with that. Oh yes.
Actually, the one thing I love is that in the Gods and Monsters movie, which is a pretty decent movie, yes, they're like, oh, what if he turned into a vampire instead of, Man-Bat? I'm just like, so you just made Morbius. In fact, they make him more like Morbius than Kirk Langstrom.
Wow. Also, get a load of the way that this guy's doing his narration while this totally, innocent-looking side character is.
She looks a little possessive of their relationship.
Yeah, I mean, although she looks pretty nice. I wonder where she is.
Maybe it contains.
Well, so first of all, to explain the lore of what's happening. I guess the doctor was suffering from hearing loss, so he was trying to see if he could take the genetics of a bat and put it into the ear.
Really quick. Hold on. Really quick. Go back to the board. Really quick. God, it's like
the drawing board.
To the right. Go over there to the screen. What a nice couple. I wonder what happened to her.
Squish.
Oh.
There she is.
Well.
And now you see what led to that event.
Oh my God.
It was you.
Did you know that woman? Anyway, essentially, to explain what happened on that book, on that screen, he did the thing, and who knew? Spider-Man thing happened. Another villain tried to inject themselves with... People need to stop injecting themselves with animal DNA. It's never gonna work.
Back to the farm.
Morbius. Lizard. Green Goblin, yeah.
Killer Croc. Killer Shark.
Honestly,
This computer
King Shark.
Pigeon Pete.
Actually, no.
Come on.
Actually, no. You mentioned Killer Croc, King Shark. They were born that way, Logan.
And also, Pigeon Pete started as a pigeon.
Okay, people need to stop injecting themselves with human DNA, and people need to stop fucking the animals.
I mean,
I didn't think I had to say that, but let's stop doing that, people.
I mean, we've already established that humans are just the single worst thing in existence. Why would you want to be like them?
If I search through his files, I may be
Oh
able to.
my
But I'm just
God.
saying, guys, we need an invincible army of cheetah men, and there's only one way we can make that possible.
Langstrom's DNA.
The bootleggers unite.
No.
Oh my
I thought there were 52 ways we were going to make that possible.
Anyway, this is how this works. Focusing on the bit in the center, we need to keep these two strands constantly feeding only the nice uninfected DNA. Otherwise, you lose progress. Otherwise,
I get it.
yeah. So basically, just keep the two center pathways clear.
Separate the A's from their B's.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and done.
That's it.
So yeah.
I've created a clean
Now that
DNA.
I guess now that I'm working on that,
Now all I need to do is make him take his
I think when you said it earlier, Doug, now it's just got me thinking, man, like, try to think of some of the best like Batman crossovers. Part of me wonders how Batman would
I've
handle a
synthesized the
Scream
cure in
movie
Langstrom's
scenario.
lab. Now I just need to
He'll probably figure out who he is, who Ghostface is immediately, and just
He could be any.
punch them the fuck out.
I'm
They take the mask off and then punch him in the face.
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you in the face after I take the mask off, and then put it back on so I can punch you in that gaping mouth.
Is what?
Like, gee, Batman, that's kind of rude of you.
What is it about dead relatives that turns you into a giant rodent?
The fuck did I just hear, Bats?
I mean, I think they need some serious couples counseling.
I mean, what,
Do you know that? You wouldn't happen to know the name of the newest vet?
I mean, it'd be weirder if she became some kind of a she-bat, or you know, it'd be even weirder if, you know, Mr. Freeze's wife became a villain. That happened, and
I don't
that
know
happened
why-
three
yeah, why the hell would
times,
she
and
become
it's
a villain?
stupid.
Yeah, why would she become a villain? She has no consciousness. Number one, and number two, does not have any desire to become a villain.
Wasn't at least one of them an accident?
One of them was an accident. Another one was her being dropped. That's funny. Her being dropped into the Lazarus pit and going insane and having fire-based powers as opposed to ice.
What the
That's
fuck?
stupid.
But the dumbest one in my opinion is just going, oh, my husband is killed. Well, I'm going to blame Batman and become the new Mrs. Freeze.
That's not how that works.
I don't like
Here
it.
you're noticing.
I don't like this
I
anymore.
need to do more progress.
That's not how that
Challenge in
works.
the Cauldron train yard. Fine. I'll play
Yeah,
it.
that isn't.
And I'll
Like,
win.
I don't think
Selena's life
Batman's the
depends
one
on
to blame for that. Anyway, I guess while we're also in the area, I'm gonna also work on doing one of the Riddler trials, which I believe this is also another one of the things that Matt showed off in his original look at.
Long,
now we
long
get to
time
show off-
ago, he treated us to a game of Mighty Switch Force
Oh.
Racing.
Yeah, because for whatever
long
reason,
time
the Riddler
ago.
has for whatever reason, the Riddler has decided to drop his obsession with riddles, and now is obsessed with Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Also, I
Well,
did...
no, the Hot Wheels is just no. The Riddles are still a side gig. Yeah, no, but the Hot Wheels though, that's where the real money's at.
Yeah, and
There we go.
I hate these. I think I even mentioned in the past I hated these. His dialogue is funny, but it gets to a point.
Yeah.
I realized, you see, that the kind of image-obsessed narcissist who places bat symbols on his hubcaps would never willingly submit himself to the kind
Like
of
you're one to talk.
discrimination
I was
I
about
Like
to
you're
say,
like you're one to give me shit about narcissism, Riddler.
I'm about to say big talk from a guy who has way. It's like, yeah, that's the thing. I only have one logo on my shirt. How many do you have on yours?
A lot.
At least I'm willing to show my face. That's something that can't be said about you, detective.
No, it'd be more like, at least I show my face, detective.
Again, the funniest part is that sometimes it happens when he's right in the room with you, and you're just like, how are you doing that?
Vocal tick.
Like here's the thing, he'll do it. You know what? I remember now. It's not in this campaign. It's when you're in Catwoman's campaign, and he's trying to call from prison. So he's doing this exact same filter thing, just using the Gotham PD's telephone. So I'm like, So so it is actually confirmed to be something he's just somehow doing with his head, because it's not just some intercom thing.
You know what I'm thinking? You know those dollar store voice changers that you can get around Halloween and whatnot? Maybe he just snuck one into the GCPD and is just using it.
Yeah, could be it. So,
Welcome to my racetrack, detective.
it's my new hobby. Some people have trains, some people have model trains. I put billions of dollars into making sewer race courses, just in case the, that's what these are. Here we go.
I like Crazy Frog Racing.
Oh, Logan, bold of you to assume he paid for all this himself.
Yeah, it's true. He probably embezzled taxpayers' money. So, effectively, how these work, in case no one's ever seen that other video that we did 7 years ago.
Or played Mighty Switch Force.
Yeah, it's Mighty Switch Force, and we need to clear 3 laps, each under a tighter time limit. And don't worry, if for whatever reason you mess up, you don't have to restart the race from scratch. You just have to restart whatever lap you were currently on.
But the timer will still keep going as regular, right?
Yes. Well, as in, like, it'll reset. Like, it'll if the timer were to run out if the timer were to run out right now, it would go back to 1 minute and 8 seconds once I passed the finish line again. Again, I just have to clear a single lap.
Wait a minute, I don't remember programming that in.
I need the extra speed.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's the twist. I didn't.
I'm okay.
Also, like,
Okay, Doug.
was something shooting at you earlier?
No. That was just the wall of the ground falling apart.
The fucking.
Oops.
Oops.
That was your own damn fault there, Logan.
I genuinely thought I
Hold on.
I was
like,
I genuinely thought I was high enough above it that it wouldn't crush me.
I'm sorry, just like that's your own damn fault there, detective. Detective.
It's just not. Oh, I let go of that too soon.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Stick to your,
That's
your
fair.
day job, Batman.
You know, that is such a tragedy, Detective. Could you give me a minute while I upload this onto my YouTube?
Oh my gosh,
Can you give
Mr.
me a
Enigma, sir?
Wait, hold on. And thank you for the TikTok, detective.
That'll pay for at least 2 more of these courses. No. Anyway,
This is
That's
pure
what you're
hell.
supposed to do.
yeah,
Just a no.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
just said a good movie.
Quit laughing at me.
That got Doug and us so good.
No.
What are the odds that these devs ever considered, just turning the Batmobile gameplay here and just making it outright, like making its own standalone racer?
I don't know. Also, let's see if I can beat the clock now. What?
Quit laughing at me.
Tubular.
And we win. See, first try.
First
No,
try.
generally it was. It was generally the first try. Like I didn't
No,
have
it
to
is.
redo
It
the lap.
is. It is the first try.
Anyways, this is how this works. Now we step onto the pressure plate.
Euclidean?
Shut up and put on the pressure plate.
Already
I'm
am.
already here.
Your stream's delayed by like 5 minutes.
Oh, it's too big for the. Oh, hang on. There we go. And it shows which is the correct thing. So across. So apart from there, it's right down the middle. And now.
So I forget, why is Riddler so adamant on holding Catwoman hostage again?
I think he just wants to
Bat
hold her
family-
hostage or just thought
Bat
and I guess Bat family. Go ahead.
Bat family member, probably the easiest to capture. Like, probably tricked her into going for a robbery or something, and just decide, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with Batman this way.
Yeah, I was about to basically say that. I think he's mainly doing it just to get to Bruce. So now with Catwoman here.
Clearly trying to harm Bruce's loved ones has always worked out for villains in the past, right?
Man, imagine if you need to actually use the giant-ass key itself, and not so much, the little key that's inside it.
I found it.
How would it fit on the collar, though?
That's the, that's the real mystery.
Yep, that's one down. And now that means that Batman can return a little bit later.
I wonder what food she's getting.
to too many more.
What?
Too many more.
Like, he has her trapped here. Like, does she get food? Does he bring her food or something?
Well, I guess it depends on, like, how long she's been trapped here.
That's fair. Also, darn, I just realized, unfortunately, we will have to do at least one more course before we can actually start exploring the orphanage a bit more.
Oh, fun!
Well, what are we waiting for then?
I will say,
I hope we get another no from you.
Although I will say, now that you brought up that line of logic there, Matt, I just have this amusing image in my head where Riddler's just like, oh, well, I have to be off, Catwoman. I have to prepare another death trap for Batman. Oh, while I'm out, do you want me to pick you up anything? Like, do you want some Dairy Queen or something? It's on the way.
Honestly, I can see Riddler being that kind of douchebag
Wait,
who just serve Catwoman all of her... Yes.
Oh, sorry. It goes like, well, Selena, I think I will get you a sandwich of your choosing. Oh, great, can I get a meatball sub? Sure thing. From Subway. No!
Hey.
Hey, don't go dissing their meatball subs. They're good.
Actually, I should have said.
I was gonna say the better answer should have been, you know what, why not? Let's take care of this while we're here.
Yeah, I should. Their meatball sub is actually pretty good. It's just the stigma that Subway.
I know. Now, the other thing I would have said would have been like, sure thing, Catwoman, but we will have to get it from Jersey Mike's. That'll cost everything I just made on this heist!
Well, that's what you get for robbing me.
Wait, no, it goes like, sure thing, Catwoman. However, it will have to be from Jimmy John's. But they only have cold sandwiches. I know.
No.
And add insult.
Is just sad.
And it adds insult to injury. He literally gave it to her on a fucking, like, kiddie bowl.
It's like, you never said you wanted it to be a hot sandwich, Miss Kyle.
Man, that just, now this is just making me sad. Like, the freaking hot dog just served on white bread.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, a hot dog is a sandwich, Logan.
I'm saying, if it's on white bread, it just... I know it's like, it's still bread, but it doesn't feel right, does it?
It doesn't.
And to wash it down, how about an orange-flavored Gatorade?
I'll say, I think I said before, I'll say it again, I don't care for the whole debate of if hot dogs are considered a sandwich or a taco. I just called it, classified it as a dumb thing.
Yeah,
to be fair,
it was mainly made by people who needed more time.
Yeah, to be fair, I only say it to piss off Logan.
You know what? I don't know if it's... Oh, sorry.
Also, to be fair, there's a podcast I really like to listen to called A Hot Dog is a Sandwich.
Taco.
There we go.
Also, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it's because it's just one of the de facto meals my folks cook sometimes because it's cheap to make. I've kind of grown to not really care that much about hot dogs. Like, I don't hate them, and if it's the only option there is, I'll take it, but I don't know, I just don't like them as much as I used to.
How about this? If you want to reinvigorate your, getting hot dog, get bratwurst. Bratwurst is so good.
I heard of this weird... let's say weird, that would be mean. I heard of this unusual food that Joel from Vine Sauce was telling me about over in Switzerland. It's like some hot dog roll thingy. Doug, have you ever heard of it? It's like a hot dog roll thing where the whole thing is a fully sealed hoagie roll, but the hot dog is definitely in it. But then it has some other weird condiment mixed in.
You good there, Doug? Still recording? Y'all good?
Basically, where we come from this, Doug, is do you have a particular favorite hot dog condiment now? That's what we do on this thing. When I don't have anything else to do, just talk about
Actually, I think, here's the thing as well, really quick. I think, Doug, you weren't hearing. I think, Logan, you were describing the, what is it, the sausage rolls and stuff like that?
It's, I gotta look it up later. Joel from Vine Sauce over in Switzerland. Sweden. He was over in Sweden, and he was talking about this food that a lot of Swedes enjoy, and it's usually served at gas stations, but it's a hot dog in what appears to be a hoagie roll, so the whole thing sits directly in it, so it's a tube where half of it is, I don't know, it's something to that effect, and But then they mix in something else, so it's not just ketchup, it's some other condiment mixed in. Regardless, I guess what I was coming from is, since I have been disgusted and intrigued by European pizza for the longest time, I'm curious if over there, if you have any particular, like, variations on a hot dog.
There's your answer. So anyway.
Okay.
If you're expecting any
I was about to say, I'm a very plain person, so you're not gonna get much of an answer from me.
I mean, are there any foods that you get adventurous with, we'll say?
Not really. I'm not much of a food person.
Yeah.
You need that to live.
Yeah.
I mean, for topics.
Oh, okay.
This was a dead end!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've had
I
this
was about to
discussion.
say, of course I have to fucking eat for live.
I mean, what do you think I sustain myself with? Photosynthesis?
Photosynthesis!
I will say this, though. Huge thank you to Mr. Linz here. I forgot his last name already.
Yeah, that's Linz. Garfield Linz.
Linz is his last name. His first name is Garfield.
I know, I said Mr. Linz. I didn't know what his first name was, but yeah, Garfield. But I will say thank you, Mr. Linz, because off there in the distance out of focus, he actually has perfectly stopped. Just in a great way for me to segue back into the mysterious case of these bodies found on walls everywhere.
Oh,
What do you
cool.
know?
Well,
Opera
Thank
music.
you, Garfield. But no,
Meow.
We can add a third victim to the
I knew
list.
that was going to happen. But no, like I know there's that one coffee shop that I want to go to. What is it called again? Because they have those sausage rolls that looked appetizing.
Also, Long
Greg's.
Halloween.
Greg's, thank you.
Aha. Let's see. I tried this one sandwich place lately where it's like, oh, hang on, off the ear. Where it's like Duke Earl's subs or something like that. It's basically like Jersey Mike's, but like half the price, so it's reasonable actually. Something like that. I know, I'm weird. I look at this and I actually still have the stomach to talk about food. It's like, okay, yeah, but is it sad, like, part of me wonders if I could actually be a good mortician because of this, because I like to think I have a strong stomach.
I mean, you'd be surprised what you can excel at over the most, like, the most weirdest shit that doesn't quite, match. Like, think about remember back to that story about surgeons who were better at their job after playing Super Monkey Ball.
That is true.
The name on the ring.
Also, really quick, like,
His ex-wife.
with foods and stuff like that, like, I had lunch before doing these recordings. I actually did go to a sub sandwich place.
Okay.
Called Capriotti's. Very good.
It's as if these weren't good
but-
enough for what he has in mind.
Like, weird food combination I like.
And I don't know what he has planned for
I ran it, like, for my, the mini corn dogs that I like that I cook with my air fryer. I ran out of, like, I don't like ketchup for some reason. I have to have the ketchup mixed with something. But what I do like, there's a spicy mayonnaise I found that's really good.
Well, I know the spicy mayonnaise. I know they use spicy mayonnaise in sushi rolls that I enjoy. Like, like it's just like a classic tempura roll. Usually that'll be drizzled a little bit on top.
Yeah.
We talk about food a lot.
We did go on. I love how it all just started up like, Catwoman, what kind of sandwich would you like?
Man. But I remember now what I was going to say. I now remember what I was going to try to. Whoa, careful. Hang on, let me get down.
That was a cool backflip back into gliding.
Yeah?
Again, I will give this game some very good. I enjoy the presentation. I enjoy the physics on this. Like,
Beep, beep.
sure, this game has outright crashed to desktop a couple times. I blame that on just optimization for PlayStation 5 in general. But otherwise, like, again, like, they did a very good job to make this as solid as they could.
Yeah.
It's like, I think we've already brought this up before, but like, don't say that this game didn't, they didn't put the effort into it. I mean, for all I know, maybe there was some sort of...
Well, how this? I'm going to bring back a very old topic from like 6 years ago. Well, they put effort in the game on console. Then there was the PC port.
Right. Yeah, about the Doug. Are you aware of the Arkham Knight PC release?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Well, Matt's going to talk about it anyway. I apologize. Because I do want things to talk about here. Explain to us the optimization and the release of Arkham Knight on PC.
It's considered the worst PC release of the last decade. Horribly optimized to shit. Could not run, and they refunded pretty much every single copy until it was ready.
It was bad.
How long did that take?
I want to say a good year before it was optimized again.
It was not a good. It was not a
Some
great
could
site.
say it still isn't.
So we have here a little bit of a puzzle we gotta do, which is.
You know, Dark Knight, on balance,
Oh yeah, I remember you really struggling with this one.
This took me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
You'd be surprised how much, block physics don't exactly apply to a, normally fast vehicle.
Especially when it's like narrow platforms on this stuff here. Okay, so remote control.
What do you think he uses to control this thing?
Game Boy.
I assume it's Game Boy. I was gonna say I assume it's something on his wrist, and it just has like a couple of simple.
Apple Watch.
I was about to make the joke of the fucking Tiger Electronics watch.
Okay.
Oh, those things are pieces of shit.
They were.
Oh, they were.
Okay, so here we go. Just gotta camera. Work with me here. Okay, here we go.
No.
Gauge afterburners.
Yeah.
Turn that on.
Oh.
First try.
Just made it.
Lucky you.
Well done, detective. Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day.
You are.
Well, that's
Fucking
that's one more rate than you, Riddler.
Wait. As a third-rate, hold on. Just as a third-rate circuit stuntman. Hey, don't talk about Robin like that.
Jesus.
That's not very nice. It's just a Grayson.
God damn.
Right.
Honestly, I
Hideous.
remember this one Linkara joke they did, which is like,
Okay. One from the corner.
Oh joy. Time to play the Will My Head
that one.
Explode game.
Yeah. Sorry. Took me a second.
there's this one
Shut up.
Linkara joke that I do like, where it is like, it's like, sir, he took the circus tent. Wait, he took the circus tent and the trapeze artist like net with him. Well, I think the Flying Graysons will be fine this time. They've done this stunt 1,000 times.
Not so great.
So, say if you do decide for the fuck of it to mess up and grab the wrong key,
Kablooey.
do we actually get to see your head explode?
It's not. No,
So
it cuts
this
the
is-
second.
So this is something that just happened, James. We believe the associate of mine believes it was shown by accident. I will not show the image just to give myself some saving time and grace.
Oh, yeah, freaking say yourself in the event it turns out to be a big fat fucking lie.
Well, it's not a lie. This just happened right now in a live stream. So Disney is celebrating its 100th anniversary, right?
Uh-huh.
And during its Disney 100th anniversary live stream, I'm sure this will be all over Twitter or whatever later, an image
we'll
was shown
date this video.
during its live stream that featured Rocky
Rocky?
from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Huh.
And everyone's like, I don't think Disney owns them.
Well, who owns Rocky and Bullwinkle now?
I don't know, actually. Matt, can you look that up?
I'm looking it up.
Thank you, be a dear.
Can you also get me a
No.
walnut latte when you home along the way?
No.
Aw.
Just hearing that out of Logan just feels so fucking weird.
And now, boys and girls, here's something we hope you really like. I'm Batman.
And I drink walnut lattes. Yes, I don't know what those exactly are, but that's exactly what it says in the script.
Alright, who owns Rocky? Oh, hold on.
Ah?
Give me a second, still looking it up.
I present Art. I am Bat Ross.
Bat Ross. Happy little bat bushes.
Happy little Batmans.
We don't have happy Arkham. We don't make Arkham mistakes. We just have little happy Arkham accidents.
Is it true that that entire show's run he was just working on the exact same painting?
No, there's like a GIF or whatever showing that he actually was doing like multiple like different iterations on the same painting. So like basically there was this like take someone did where they actually made a huge GIF compiling all of them together with some emotional music, and it actually becomes this like sweeping almost animation of like a camera panning through a like mountainous like river region. It's actually pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, you can't fault him for making the effort.
Oh, for sure.
You see that alleyway over there? That's where my parents died.
Yeah, I think...
Oh, this is awkward.
I'm guessing this was a mistake of some kind.
Maybe.
Because by technicality, NBC owns Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Gotcha.
So, by a
Not by
technicality.
Disney.
But I've been looking, and no studio involved with Rocky and Bullwinkle actually, like, yeah, no studio involved actually, like, is Disney.
Oh my god! I mean, at this point, what are the odds that maybe it was a holdover they kept from the freaking Chippendale movie? Given all the obvious cameos that are in that.
It could have been. Sorry, I just like turn the corner and just look at the mini map.
Yeah, there's a lot of bogeys on your ass.
I was like,
Goddamn.
holy crap.
Tanks.
Okay, just avoid the arrows. Just avoid the arrows.
Wait. Tanks, Arkham Knight.
I was you're about to do the Spy Fox thing. The tanks, but no tanks.
Tanks, but hack tanks.
Again, we will do. Again, I've decided sometime this year I'm gonna try and start doing some of those humongous entertainments because I'm a man-child.
Because I'm a man-child.
Nothing says you can't go back to your childhood memories every once in a while.
I think they are just genuinely just fun little games. Like, and the fact
I'll
that
be
I'm now
right back.
No worries. And the fact that I'm now learning that, again, Ron Gilbert of Monkey Island was involved in them really explains a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he started the whole studio.
Yep. Oh yeah, also to clarify, I'm actually getting now back onto the main story here, so I hope Matt and Hype get back soon. We're going after the,
Alfred, there's another blast door.
we're going
Yeah,
after...
if it's not immediately obvious, ladies and gentlemen, the only reason Hype's not been a little inactive in this recording so far is because this is literally the last day he's going to be staying at his old house.
Yep. So,
Yep.
we hope that he has a safe move back, and that he never forgets us.
Well, how could he forget about us when it's literally just going to be another day before he comes right back?
She's working on something for
Yeah, okay,
you.
that's
It's
fair.
important. But she's safe, right? Don't worry, Tim. Just keep working.
I'm trying to
on
think,
that
do we
cure.
have anything animated in Batman to look forward to? I know we had that one show before HBO Max canceled it because Batman's never been popular, but no worries. Oh, gee.
Oh, hello. But yeah, as far as animated stuff is concerned, nothing's really coming to mind.
Darn.
I mean, is that one, you know, kindergarten level show involving the living Batmobile vehicles and whatnot still a thing?
Oh, I completely forgot about that show. Oh my gosh, have you seen that, Doug?
What show?
It's like a children's TV show in the same vein as like Paw Patrol or like featuring like that one oh jeez.
Oh, hello.
Like me and you.
But like it's like this children's TV show, but it stars the Bat vehicles. Like they all have AIs that talk with one another. The Bat Bike, the Bat Pod, the Batmobile, and that.
Barbara's kidnapped, and let's face it, probably dead.
No, I've not heard of them.
It's so weird.
Oh, Batman, he's technically a spirit now. Just see if he's tangible enough to kick him right into that fan.
He's not my spirit. Get the fuck away.
Damn. Not tangible enough.
Yep, nope. Alright, line launcher, because I
I mean,
remember
that's sort of.
I have
Hey,
this.
you know what? That's a clever way of, you know, letting
Explain
a clever
away
way
that.
of forgiving, you know, obvious model clipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on, I need the...
Out of his what?
Battering. Out of his cage.
Oh.
Excuse me. There we go. And boop, beep, beep. Open her up. Hang on.
It's win-win.
We're not doing that today. Just get me over here.
Not today, Joker. We really gotta stop meeting like this. Seriously. Starting to creep me out.
I'm chronic, Brucey. I'm lingering. We both know there's no cure for me.
Right, because you're dead already.
Yep.
Oh,
Fucking
you
dead,
mean...
you psycho.
Oh, you're talking about me.
The old days when it was just you
Oh, there you are.
me.
Eh.
A regular war against crime.
Again, they gave him a lot. Again, like accepting this, and I think there was something else that Mark Hamill did after this. That was when he was still Joker. Just end of an era. I really am going to miss his portrayal of him. I really do, but I am looking forward to whoever they pick next to play him.
Yeah. I mean, granted, there's like a whole lot of options they can choose from. Considering,
true.
you know, every other adaptation, they usually pick someone else to play Joker.
That is true. They could just get they could get the one from the Harley Quinn show. I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
All of us got so lucky.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, okay. Oh no.
Oh no. Well, and thus the Batman was torn to shreds. The end.
I really didn't mean to. Mom, I really had a plan in mind. I just gotta.
I had a plan.
Oh, now he's talking about Talia Braid.
With one piece of lead to end your hopes of a happily ever.
Well, look at this way. At least you'll get to see Talia again.
You blamed me, of course, but you were wrong.
Alright, here we are. The Arkham Knights' forces.
Sure, she didn't do
If only there was a way to take them all out at once without killing them.
You see, people trust you.
And I'm back.
Even you. They
Welcome back, Matt.
you into
Yeah.
your
Sorry, my dad called because of my key fob for my car just oh, so it's a
Right,
weird
you did talk about that.
yeah, it's a weird story. This is what happened. After I DoorDash, I was like, you know what, I'm going to go. Oh, I remember this level.
It's not too bad. We're actually already towards the end of it.
Oh, maybe it's a different level. I'm thinking. I don't know. But
You're thinking like towards the very end when we're going to the tunnel. For now, we get
Yeah.
this silly thing up ahead.
Yeah, some of these layouts just... a lot of these layouts are very alike.
yeah. So basically what happened is I went to that sandwich place I mentioned earlier, and it's just like, okay, I'm going to go and grab a sandwich. So I get out of the car, and I try to lock the car and, you know, press the button twice for the car to, you know, honk, and go like, hey, I'm locked. I kept on pressing it, and it wasn't locking. Then I kept on pressing the unlock button, and that wasn't working. I pressed the on the key fob, and the key fob is the key, by the way.
Yes.
And I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
that's the main thing that you like, you know, do that of all the cars and stuff.
yeah, and I was like, this is so. Well, here's the thing: the key fob is the key, as in there is no key for the car. You have to have the fob in the car
One of those
and press the
keyless
power
things.
button.
Yeah, it's one of those keyless things. Oh, okay,
That's
the
oh boy.
more
Now you see why. Now you see why you should probably, you know, never ditch the idea of needing a key.
right. I
I
mean,
mean,
a
yeah.
override of some sort.
There was
Also, the
still-
reason why I'm doing this
there-
is because we're about to get to a
yeah,
big cutscene
it-
up ahead anyway.
Alright, well, really quick. Just like, what happened was, for some reason, the key fob died, so when I opened the car again, the alarms were blaring. Apparently, to start the car, if the key fob is dead, is like, you have to touch the key fob to the start button. And it will still recognize, like, through radio sensor.
So there must be like an NFC tag or some sort of like radio thing
basically
with it.
that. And for some reason, the fob just decided to die. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go to this battery shop my parents told me about. So I get in the car, get my sandwich, go to the shop. Then I get out of the car, and I'm like, I'm gonna test something. Shut the door, press it. The key fob now works again.
Huh.
It just decided to go, I'm not gonna fucking work right now, fuck you, to me. For no reason. And I still got a new battery in it just in case. And the guy is super kind. He did it for free too. But even
that's a relief.
Yeah, but even then, it's just like, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened in that? I thought it was the car or something, like, oh, did the car battery die? Well, it's a good thing I have this thing to recharge the car battery. No, the second I opened that door and the car horn started fucking blaring outside a sandwich shop in front of a bunch of people, I was like, nope, the car's fine!
Aw. Well, I'm still in here. And
we stalled long enough. We must make progress.
I'm going to eat a brownie, because fuck today.
Whoa!
Hey, you.
Oh.
Hey, it's the loser me.
Ow.
Hey.
It's the Arkham loser.
Oh, there's the trailer shot.
There it is.
Unless you know exactly where to shoot.
Ouch.
That went right through me.
This voice is so annoying, I'm not going to lie.
It's a filter.
The filter, I mean.
Oh, smart.
So, who voices him anyway?
Troy Baker.
Ah.
How many... wow.
Troy's
If you need an easy Robin, call him.
Wait for Troy Baker and... What was the other one to die? Who were the other people?
Nolan North.
No, you don't.
It's wait for Nolan to die, Nolan and Troy to die to give him the voice acting.
That's about right. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so don't be there, yeah?
Oh, jabbers.
Or be replaced by
we're
Tom
getting close to me.
Holland. Or be replaced by Tom Holland and Pedro Pascal.
Or Todd Havercorn.
Or that.
Or Matthew Mercer.
Yeah, but Matthew Mercer is just the voice clone of Troy Baker.
Voice acting is a very competitive business if you look at it that
way. It
way.
actually is. Like they.
That's why I'm kind of bummed. Like it was such a pipe dream of mine back in high school, but it's like, not only that, you have to, you need to have like, you have to be in the industry. You need to know it. You gotta like.
Actually, that isn't completely true. Basically, Kira Buckland did this really good breakdown of why it's hard to get into the industry, why it's competitive, but it's not impossible.
Fair enough. I mean, I always figured I just needed to do more projects and things, just get more exposure, but I'll admit, I don't... There's gotta... There has... I would be... You're doing a disservice if at some point your guy does not just, you know, call it like it is. Like, there is luck involved.
Yeah, because there's the matter that, you know, either... The person in charge is likely going to love a lot of those takes. Maybe not even all. Hell, maybe they hate them all. But they still need to make a choice.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of listening to all those takes, Godspeed, casting director.
Why are you the one?
What?
Riddler, you're not even involved in this scene.
You're not even supposed to be in this story.
Also, really quick, just like... Shit, what were you saying? Oh, yeah. About...
Voice actors and how there has to be some form of luck. Like, you can follow... That's the thing.
No.
You can follow every single, like trick and, like, advice in the book, but that's not going to guarantee you anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, but basically, like, you talking about the casting director, it's like, yeah, having to hear all that would be annoying. Godspeed to you, casting director of the new Rick and Morty's.
Oh, right, because they have to hear every single new, hey, Morty, oh, gee, Rick. And that's unfortunately probably one of the better things to hear. Oh my gosh, I feel for them, but I'm glad that I'm glad that the entire crew is not being punished for one man's stupidity and, you know.
Oh, the thing that I love that I sent Logan is somebody pointed out the same thing is happening with Solar Opposites, where Justin is being cut out, and people have pointed out, man, it's apparently fucking easy to cut out Justin Roiland out with no repercussions, because apparently all he did was annoying voices. That's it.
Right,
that's all he contributed.
Because those are the big shows that he, like, created and spearheaded, like, but Yeah, no, there was like not a lot of paperwork. It was just all like, just all right there. Yeah,
I mean, it's.
These assassin guys kind of suck.
I mean, it's not like, say, cutting Dana Terrence out of Owl House or cutting Alex Hirsch out of Gravity Falls. You would feel that impact. With Justin Roiland, I don't think he does any of the writing except for stuttering.
Yeah, improv has definitely been a big thing of why he's been doing it.
Yeah. I like
he's
Justin
dumb to go
Roiland,
back
by
to-
the way. He sucks.
I mean, I was about to say, like, tell that bastard to go back to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Basically, the quote, nope, stop talking, go jail.
No, stop talking, go to jail.
Go to jail. You're fired.
I did it, and oh my god!
Oh, hello.
Jesus!
What timing?
Oh, thanks for
Okay.
that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to keep doing that pun.
Gosh, okay, then I need to kill every single tank in Gotham for my sake. Not just for the people's sake.
God damn you, Logan. I fucking hate you, man.
You may be wondering how I suddenly got myself into this predicament. Well, it all started with a few measly drops of M&Ms on the floor.
It all started when I died. Wait. Also, yeah, this is the part I hated. Because it's not just these tanks. It's these tanks. Close quarters.
Yeah, so most I could say would be, well, it's already done.
Oh,
I think you are thinking of a different section, but yeah, basically
Probably
the most I
am.
can say is save up as much of your save up as much of your specialty as you can. And again, my favorite ability to use is the hacking symbol, since it allows us to not only hack their program and get them off your back, but also give yourself some extra firepower. Also, wait, is this not going to go forward? Is the store openable now, or? Oh, I see. Yeah, we go.
You gotta open it from this thing.
Rear.
The
Gee,
back.
I wonder what
Edge.
complex thing I have to do. Boop. Boop. There we go.
Some people have to go to school for that sort of stuff. Get a
We gotta do the high-speed chase. Here we go.
The Batmobile's thermal scanner is only picking up one body. It's the driver. No sign of Miss Gordon. He knows where.
Unfortunately, all we gotta do is tell these guys wait up to build up. Oh, sorry, I was generally not trying to do that.
That man
Trying
is
to build
dead.
up the immobilizers.
that man right there is gonna have some problems later on.
Yep. Oh, hang on.
That guy likely has third-degree burns.
I think we already mentioned this, but boy, Troy Baker just does a great job as whining as the Arkham Knight. Just give up the root.
Which is, I mean, that just makes him a good actor in general because, again, that's also Joel from The Last of Us, and that's Kanji from Persona 4. He is a very versatile, good actor. And man, does he do fucking annoying well.
That's true. Come on. Get on the road.
Don't get me wrong, I love Joel. But I don't, I hate the Arkham Knight with passion.
I know. I'm sad. I know.
Do you want to hear about it?
Wait. You ain't the Arkham Knight.
You're just a phony.
You're just Dwayne Wright.
Dwayne Wright?
I don't know, that's my name I'm giving him.
The driver isn't the Arkham.
Wayne! Have you seen him?
I can find
My name is actually Dwight Wrong.
Oh. I'm so sorry. Alfred, I have the wrong guy.
To be chasing the wrong man.
Shut up.
Well, hey. This is actually very useful.
What did you just pick up?
You won't find him.
That is definitely Mark Hamill.
We're tracking my broadcast
Oh,
location?
yeah.
Here's a lesson, Batman. I know how you think, which means I know how to beat you.
Your mom.
No.
With Barbara Gordon. you imagine what the Knight's going to do to her?
Thank you for telling me the exact whereabouts. Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh yeah, by the way, let me do this.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's certainly a way to intimidate someone.
Better let me know now.
I
otherwise-
just noticed that the bat symbol is on or the tire treads.
Do it again. It was funny.
See the little man, the penguin.
Little.
He's supplied the same house.
Who you call little, shorty?
Pay him for his services. That's it. That's all I know.
I feel like that's Mark. I think they got Mark to play another character in this game.
Want me to do it again, Doug?
What?
Want me to do this again to try and crush his head?
Oh, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do it without my eyes closed this time.
Do it again.
It's not even touching in the little drama queen. No, I'm okay now. Hang on, I'm gonna get a quick drink. So, otherwise, looking forward to this weekend.
No,
We got
wait,
ourselves
no-
a Dead
oh,
Space
no.
remake coming out. We got the new SpongeBob game coming out. Cheers to that.
Yeah. Oh, GoldenEye came to the NSO? No?
That's right.
Hey, Militia Guy. Hey,
the online actually works
hey,
really
Militia
well.
Guy. Have you played GoldenEye?
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Militia Man, I need you to settle.
don't be a whiner.
Alright, Militia Man, I need you to settle a bet here. I think that GoldenEye is played best with mouse and keyboard. Matt here wants to continue to use his N64 controller with the USB dongle. Which do you think is right?
Yeah, okay, doesn't have a USB dongle. It is the official N64 controller sold by Nintendo. And I played it that way, and you know for a fact I'm not good with mouse and keyboard. Alright? Don't you agree, militia leader?
Look at his legs jiggle about. Look at him go.
Sir, I do believe we're stalling.
Alright, fine.
Remember something else?
He uses a refrigeration company as a front.
Wow, it took that long just to get him to talk about
Had to be
this.
careful, is all.
North refrigeration.
Thank you.
Okay, I need to look
The
up
worst
if
part
that
is
what.
it's kind of hard. It's hard to tell if that would have been hurt him harder or the tires.
North refrigeration.
Probably,
I don't know, man.
probably the tires.
My car battery's gonna be so dead.
And right now, he's the best lead we have to
So yeah,
find
now we
the
gotta go
Arkham.
track down the penguin and start out another line of side quests.
I mean, he is only one of several other big mooks we gotta take out.
Oh, yeah, okay, the two upgrades I passed up on. They'll do this at least 1 or 2 more times throughout the story for whatever reason, but let's go get ourselves another upgrade that I don't need. Away!
Sir, I've discovered an exploit the Arkham Knight was using to broadcast via your gauntlet. Rest assured that all of our communications are securely encrypted. Should I lock him out to prevent further disruptions?
Keep the channel
yes,
open,
please.
Alfred. The more he talks, the more I know about him.
Very well, sir.
Yeah, let's use his big fat lips to our advantage.
Try and put rubber bullets on your tire treads now, Batman! Alright, we're off.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm honestly just trying to stall because I don't know where hype is, and
I get the feeling at this point that today was not a good day for him to record.
Yeah.
it could have been. We'll have to check in with him.
I will say also, random thing. I'm happy about this. Apparently, Dick Grayson in this game is actually played by Heimdall in God of War Ragnarok.
Heimdall.
Oh, he's the guy
Heimdall.
who looks over. He's the guy who watches over the rainbow bridge
you know,
and leads
you
to
know,
Valhalla.
you know Idris, Asgard, but Idris Elba's character
That's right. Sorry.
in
He has not seen the MCU stuff.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he
Essentially, yes, he watches
Yeah.
over the rainbow bridge and is like the main, like he's like the, he is the beam me up Scotty of the Norse gods.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes. However, Idris Elba's version.
Batwing.
Idris Elba's version is pretty cool, don't get me wrong. Oh my god, I love Heimdall in the game because he's such a fucking asshole.
I mean, isn't that the whole thing? Is that all the Norse gods are assholes?
Oh, but he's like extra asshole.
Oh, damn, that's fair.
Like, He's like...
Thanks, Batwing.
Thank you, dear. I'll have a sandwich when I come home. Anyway, it's a drone virus that we already know how to use. Anyway.
How about this? You remember Hermes and how much of a douchebag he was in the regular God of War?
Yes.
Or God of War 3?
Yeah, I remember being the little snotty type that I was so glad to punch him to literally, you know, cut his legs off right then and there.
Imagine Hermes, but somehow worse. And also, not only that, living up to being that asshole. Like,
oh, yikes.
Like, basically one of the things about Heimdall is that he can't be touched. Literally.
Oh, so it's completely transparent.
Well, it's not like things can go through him, but it's the whole fact of, like, he's so clairvoyant in how he fights people and knows people to a T that he literally can read any attack that is incoming.
And he'll just dodge it like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So basically, if Taskmaster was a god.
Basically, oh my god, he basically is.
If not that, I was also thinking of the sad, slow, the slow, sloppy, sad thing from Puss in Boots.
You're going to have fun fighting.
Nightwing's already been looking into it.
You're going to have fun fighting him, by the way, Doug.
Oh boy.
And actually, a lot of people consider him the best boss in the game.
Thanks, Alfred. In the meantime, sir,
I can't wait till I get to him.
Again, this is basically introducing the other like side quest thing we could do, which is follow big armored carriers and basically do what I just got finished doing with the Arkham Knight's personal carrier by chasing them down, and just do that over and over again. Again, not really going to be focusing like too heavily on that until we're in like endgame territory, since not all of them even have spawned yet.
Oh, guys, he's also Harry Osborn in the Spider-Man. He's also Peter.
Oh yeah.
Peter. So I accidentally
Peter, I accidentally released the Arkham Knight.
Peter, you're not gonna believe this, but I actually got my video game like deemed an actual public safety threat by the military.
By the military.
I love that fact.
Oh my god! So did you hear about that, Doug?
No.
Okay, really quick. I do want to talk about it, but man, I'm so sorry. I forgot the name of the game. What was it actually called?
I think it's like War Thunder or some shit. I don't know.
I think so. I think it's War Thunder 3 or something like that. So, alright, let's go to the orphanage. So, War Thunder 3 or whatever, it's a tank game, or it's just some general military fighting game, and the game itself is fine. Its community is just actual like 4chan trash, or at the very least on these forums. They just,
oh my god,
they're so intense about their appreciation of the game, and they'll get into fights like,
Logan,
oh, this tank is so not accurate to how it's used in the military.
Logan, do you know why it's a national security threat?
I do know why. I was getting to that bit.
Yeah.
So these people get into fights like, oh, I don't know if this tank is accurate. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about military stuff. And people who are in the military, they could just keep the argument to, dude, I've been in the service for 7 years. Trust me, I know my stuff. But no, they're like, I'll prove to you that I'm in the military, and leak private, classified documents and blueprints of American tanks to either prove that, yes, they know what the tank is made of, or B, just prove that they work in the military, and just leak these classified blueprints of American military schematics online.
Congratulations, you committed a fucking war crime.
Multiple, or at the very least, dishonorable discharge. Like multiple times it's happened, and that's why it's now.
I'm not sure.
And that's why now, whenever you interview for the military, they actually will officially ask, "Do you play War Thunder?" Just to see if you're at.
I'm actually going to check. Is it tanks or? Yeah, it's tanks.
It was
okay. It is.
Yeah,
tanks.
I remember it was. I remember specifically tank.
Oh no! It's tanks and planes. So I think one of the ones was like there's a top secret plane being made, and or like the schematics for the plane were like in the. They used this. Somebody leaked schematics of this plane.
It was just, again, the fact that they just did that, and my god. So yeah, now they will officially ask you, do you play this game, to see if you are actually like someone that they should be worried about. Oh, geez, game, go on. They'll ask just to see if they are someone they should be concerned about. Oh, hang on. Just got more. So close. Just gotta let this thing go. Basically, we need to make a question mark with the reflection, so that'll light up. Ta-da!
There you go. Because, you know, the Riddler is so unpredictable.
You'll never guess the riddle to this one, Batman. You have to arrange these blocks into a particular shape. Is it a question mark? No, not exactly.
It's a line that I made some curves to, and
it's like a curvy exclamation mark. That's a question mark.
It's a question mark.
It is absolutely. I'm 100% convinced it is a question mark.
Probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me.
Anyway, so occasionally on this side quest with Catwoman, when we are working on doing the racing missions, so every so often now we will be called back into the orphanage to do a little bit of a challenge with the two of them, usually involving a single puzzle or most likely some combat. So what has to happen here is I need to head over here. We lost Doug. He'll be back in a second. Catwoman, you over here.
Someone's been reading Fang's
the finest in Scottish internet.
I did this the wrong way accidentally. Catwoman
is
red.
Wrong color, stupid. Welcome back.
Batman is blue. Welcome back. Head over yonder.
Oh, great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman.
Okay, so
neither of you is getting out
so
of
it
there
is
without
2.
the other's help.
Understood.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look at this puzzle. Okay, so it is 3. 1, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 5, 3, 1, 4, 5, 3, 1, 4, 5, 3, 1, 4,
I've got 5 switches in the
3,
oh, look.
1,
It's more of Eddie's homemade
4, and the last one.
Well, there we go. It's set.
And done.
Oh, I forgot I gotta look at this.
Congratulations, Batman. Catwoman,
Alright.
you're
1,
behind.
3, 5, easy. So 1, 3, 5, 2. Yeah, okay. Super easy. Yeah, whipping. Whipping them good.
Whipping real good.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Good thing her aim with that whip is pretty, you know, good.
Oh, she's been at this for a while, I can assume. Yeah. Now we just do a little beat 'em up now.
Like, one careless mistake, you could literally end up swiping more than just one button, and ultimately then really screw yourself.
Dude, if you're not careful, as I've seen, if you're not careful, you can accidentally use the whip and hit yourself. There is, okay, full disclosure, because it was something I really wanted to do, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to actually do it. So, because we have the Klonoa Dream Reverie collection,
and
and there's genuinely a part of me that, and I want to do, and I think we should do it for the channel. I think it'll be fun to do another, like, an updated on Klonoa 1, and also just look at what they did. I had this idea to go onto Fiverr or whatever, or like Cameo or something, and find a professional whipper to like actually if not whip to not deliver a single whip, because I thought paying $40 for a single whip would be a little overpriced. I wanted to try and find someone who could actually use their whips to do the rhythm of the Klonoa title intro.
Literally, was just the whole thing composed in whips.
Yeah, so
what?
I mean, you'd be surprised how
what's that one guy like Jack something? You can see if
no,
he
that's the guy
it.
I looked up. He's on Cameo, but all he does, I think the most I've seen him do is he'll do the simple and like sing a poem or a song to him whipping.
He can probably do it though. No, he is on. I mean, if you ask him, he can probably do it.
I will ask him.
I'm sure Selena's enjoying that.
The other thing though is the idea I had would probably involve 2 whips, and whenever he does his cameos, he usually is doing it in selfie mode while he has his hand on the holding one other whip. But
just your help getting this.
But fair enough. I may have to ask him and see if he would be willing to do that.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's another mission down.
How are you doing over there, Doug?
Punching the digital nuts.
Yep.
What?
I figured.
What happened?
It's my connection still.
Yeah. We know this.
I mean, we do anyway. Logan questioning it, on the other hand, leaves me wondering if you can still hold that to memory.
To what?
The fact that the internet crashed for Doug.
I'm sorry, dude. We've talked about this. This is why. Hey, Joe. We've talked about this. This is why me doing games live isn't always a perfect scenario. I get my head is gotta focus on the game. Gotta not die. Gotta think of something funny. Gotta say something to stop Matt telling me puns. Gotta say something to involve Steve.
What?
Hey, he's back.
Jeez, there you are.
He's back.
Okay, so if I could take a minute for context, so I think we've explained this in a handful of other videos. They'll more than likely be up before this. I'm currently in the process of moving to a new house, and at the time of us recording this particular session, this is my last night at this house, so I kind of got dragged away to help out a couple of things. Well, not even help out a couple of things, more like watch the dogs while my grandmother took care of a couple of things for the house.
It's all good. We honestly had a feeling. I just hope you're doing okay.
Although it's not. Although in the urge to piss off Logan. Oh, doggone it.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his aggrandizing.
The silent treatment is all you're gonna get, man.
You will never stop me from saying puns, Logan.
So to catch up to speed, madam. So to catch us up to speed on what's happened so far.
Have you
Get
got
this car with these criminals off of the road.
I don't know. It seems like you're
there were criminals in that.
It seems like you're being pretty batty, man.
That's another. Might as well show you this.
There comes a point, Matt, where doing it so much the sequence does lose its luster.
I know.
That's why I've been saying that for 7 years. That's the thing, James. You're assuming that this is all that. If you say it multiple times in a single 5-hour session, that's all. This has been one continuous 7-year session.
Yeah.
It got old for me around March of 2019.
And yet here I am still marching along.
Well, I love you. I just don't love your actions sometimes.
What's this button do?
So the long and the short of it is, Hype, is that now we got to go after Penguin.
Oh yeah, we had the whole sequence down here in the tunnels when we had the whole sequence down the tunnel. That man in that thing is dead.
I need the driver picked up and taken back to GCPD.
I'll get someone on it, Batman.
For now, we did a couple of the Riddler stuff. Again, as you know, whoa, that didn't make sense physically. I'm gonna do another one of these.
Most of this game doesn't.
And we're just gonna get ready for elevator.
I think you need to go in a little further.
I actually have to go.
That works too.
Sometimes to go forward, you gotta go back.
Oh. You were not... Man, how precise.
You were so far in.
So weird, these triggers, I know. But, yeah, otherwise, we're just gonna do one more of these, just to continue things along. Welcome back, Kirk. And then we're going to hopefully get on to doing some more Penguin stuff. Because I realize I've been doing a lot of side quest stuff in this part already.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Riddler's been getting a lot of the spotlight this time around.
Man, I can't wait to do all the side quest stuff in Final Fantasy VII, boy howdy.
But those are fun. But no, but see, those are fun at least.
Yeah.
Do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit.
Alright.
Let me race.
Shall we begin?
Also, I can't wait to do stuff during the Final Fantasy VII playthrough that will make absolutely no sense except for people who actually played the game.
Well, I mean, are they also mine the green ones? We have no control over the green ones. What was I say? But I mean, the things that you're going to say, the decisions you plan on making, will they actually unlock either an Easter egg, be strategic, or is it just going to be you just messing around?
They unlock a couple specific things. To give an idea, I am of the belief that Tifa is the true love interest of Cloud, so I'm trying to get Tifa to go to the Golden Saucer date, and to do that, I have to do very specific things in order to do that.
Oh, I forgot about that quest entirely.
Oh,
that was a close one.
That would have been a real problem.
Onward, Batman. Or does the Dark Knight require a...
I know, I'm in hot water.
That didn't even... Is there a bath
No
involved?
water.
Hot
Where's
Wheels.
the water?
Hot Wheels.
Oh, you can't do that unless I've said Hot Wheels like within a recent amount of time.
Fine.
You're disqualified, mister. That gives me at least two Matthew dollars, which I can use to purchase at least one.
Logan, you know Matthew dollars are worthless.
I know, the economy's gone to shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh!
Well, it looks like you went green with envy.
Oh! You got killed by the real
greenbacks.
greenbacks.
You got fired!
Oh. Wait, fired?
Yeah, you blew up into a ball of fire!
No, you're supposed to say that you're supposed to say that I must have suffered a crushing defeat. See, that's the thing. That's the part where this ticks me off, Doug. Is that I know puns. I understand them and when to say them. And I understand when to say them, and Matt says them in weird and confusing times that just...
I mean,
confusing times.
I know it would kill you deep down, Logan, but one day you and Matt should just, go face to face in the pun off.
No, here's the thing. Again,
see, that's the thing. Like that's not a contest that anyone wins. We're both losers at the end of the day if we do that, James.
I mean, to be fair, I'd be pretty fine, but Logan would be the one who is punished.
You know what? If
I win, I just look like a bigger loser.
You know what? If I could make a
not a loser, I'm just making a joke.
I was gonna say, if I can make a proposal, and it is feasible since I just invite them to my server. James probably knows who this person is, but on the Ask Mario team that I'm a part of, one of the artists on the team named Jason, he fancies himself a bit of a pun master himself.
Oh, yeah.
And has he ever challenged Matthew to a pun off?
I don't think he's even met Matt before.
I met him. However, I will say that, or at least I believe I have. Here's the one thing, though. I will say this. Logan would win. But only because my entire thing of doing puns... It's right there, Logan.
Oh, okay. So it took me... Sometimes I have to feel... Sometimes I need to figure out what the orientation of everything is. Apologies. Continue.
But no, like... The whole thing is the fact of... I do puns specifically to get a reaction. I don't give a shit what pun I do. It's to get the reaction.
Well,
that's
then that pretty much...
what is funny.
Well, then that pretty much is the answer to your question, Logan. Just don't react to them.
I can't, man.
But there's a problem. He's allergic to them.
It's hard. Man. It's like
well,
it's like
get
it's
medication
like you
for it.
It's like you throwing pepper in my face and asking me not to sneeze. Also, I would be confused why you threw pepper in my face.
Also,
did you ask for the pepper though?
It'd also be like if asking you to raise your hind foot and then you shove a freaking broken glass on it.
Oh, jeez.
That's a comparison, all right.
Have you ever stepped on broken glass before? It's not as pleasant as you think.
Oh, I don't doubt that. It's just that comparing that to whatever we were just talking about just seems like a huh.
Yeah. Just like a okay. I thought that happened. Ow. Alright.
Right, left, Bruce. Left.
Left to the left. Also, apparently that's already another challenge. It's like literally right here. Okay.
Well, what do you know?
Again, come on, man.
Alright, we'll give him one more.
I'm at least front loading these.
Like, this bastard has a coming eventually. May as well knock it out now while he had a chance.
I mean,
even though I will 100% say I think the best end this guy's ever had for himself was in Arkham City.
I was about to say that what he's doing right now really doesn't seem that different from Arkham City, where we had like 2 parts dedicated to just doing all of his idiocy.
But it's like also like, but I mean in the sense of like the comeuppance that he gets in this game, I think unfortunately pales in comparison to the comeuppance we gave him in Arkham City.
Yeah. I mean, you say
that. I still think Arkham Asylums is probably the best. Just because, granted, you don't see it, but it's just you can just imagine, like, from what you're hearing on the other end of the receiver, as you literally leak his location to the Gotham police.
Okay,
that's true.
I know that's what happened. For a very split second, there was the idiot part of me that thought you were about to say leak his nudes.
Somebody leak my nudes on Twitter.com. Dark Knight. Sorry.
As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the Riddler is voiced by
Wally Wingert.
Wally Wingert, who Logan and I also know as Maximo.
And Cubot.
Yeah.
I know him.
And Cubot.
I know him.
Oh my god, yeah, that... Go ahead.
I knew him before as, I think Ryuji is his name from, Ryuji from Bleach.
Aren't you supposed
The
to use the light
double
launcher
Gs.
for this?
Not yet. Here, I just need to hit this thing first.
Dude.
Now I need to go back, and then I'll be using the line launcher.
En route to the next one.
And hopefully I'll do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to. This may be the part where I die the most because I need to try and do a very daring glide. Otherwise,
Velma!
stop hating. What? Stop hating. Oh,
wasn't-
Velma.
No, I went onto Twitter. Apparently, Velma's has an increase in viewership.
Oh.
Why?
Well,
So
did
that's
one
what-
of the
that
newer
was just his-
episodes come out?
Yeah, 2 more
Yes.
episodes are released, including a really weird depiction of the Jetsons.
What?
I'll find you the image later. It looked very out of place because it's Velma.
Well, I guess it really just depends on, like, how many of those are reviewers, because I think it's pretty much agreed upon that, like, reviewers are the only person that are allowed to watch that show.
I can't leave until I've helped Selena choose her key.
I shall know. Okay. Come on. Come on, move the wheel on it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, off the corner thing.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Yeah, okay.
He's smart enough.
This one.
I
This
hope,
is
you're,
the-
I hope this is the. I hope you're right there.
better be.
Okay. Time
Otherwise,
to
this
go
could
to
get
the
messy.
die.
I mean, you don't
But
actually
not
see the
enough.
explosion if it happens.
Yeah,
I still
it
think-
cuts
I
off
still-
immediately.
I still think that's such a waste. I'm not saying I want more violence. I'm just saying that, like, if you
okay.
like, you already
The
pushed
game's
yourself
already
over
rated
the.
M.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you push yourself over the edge. You may as well just go to the bank with it.
Yeah, it's like at that point, why even bother with the M rating?
Right, that's what I was saying in the previous session. Well, not previous session, but the prologue session.
Right.
I mean, it's. I mean, I can kind of see what they're going with because those that have been following the Arkham series since its inception, and were the appropriate age to be playing it, are likely old enough to be playing more hardcore Batman affairs. So obviously, maybe up the ante and justify its age rating,
Yeah, but
and then not do much else with it.
yeah, exactly. It's like I wonder how much of that is probably just like WB like meddling, being all like, oh, we can't be too grisly because we want to make sure we get the kids' money as well as the adult money.
I'm trying to think, was this before or after Batman v Superman was a thing?
It was right around the time, I believe.
Before, actually. This was a year before that movie.
But the DLC and stuff came after, right?
Yes.
Because I was gonna say there is still a. I think we showed off a little earlier. There is a costume. I don't think we showed off earlier, but I know I showed off privately to you guys. There is a sorry Gotham architects. There is a.
It's just your as it just crumbles into dust.
That's it. So at the end of the day, maybe I shouldn't even be apologizing to the architects. Clearly, that thing was made out of like cookie dough anyway. So yes, there is a bat costume that makes it look like the Dawn of Justice suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which honestly isn't that bad of a suit.
It's not a bad suit. I just think the Batman's a little,
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely despise that version of Batman because there's Batman that kills, and yet the Joker is still fucking alive. It makes no sense.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. It was the Joker, the greatest escape artist in all of Gotham.
The problem with that whole Snyder universe is the idea of, oh, Batman kills, and yet all his greatest foes are still alive somehow. Deadshot, who is a trained assassin, he let live. The Joker is still alive. Harley Quinn is still alive. Killer Croc is still alive.
He is the Batman who kills poorly.
Honestly, just it really is one of those things where it's like, and I've seen like a lot of posts sharing it, or some of them even saying it. It still baffles me that there are still so many people that are like so passionately defensive over the Snyderverse and wanting it to come back ever since they announced the big change they're doing with the movies.
There's some idiot who literally just went 100% of people want James Gunn dead and the Snyderverse to be returned.
Yeah, I saw the exact same post. It's like, I've never seen so many people so passionate over a bunch of mediocre movies.
Like, the only one that was really good, I want to, from what I heard, was Aquaman 1 I enjoyed before I now understand. Yeah, but what was I going to say? Aquaman 1 I enjoyed before, I had justifiable reason to hate its lead actress. And then I remember enjoying Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is okay. It's not awful like some people say. It has it's not perfect though. Honestly though, for me the big one, I think the Suicide Squad is like the best of those movies and all that, because the Suicide
What about the Justice League? What about the Justice League Snyder cut?
It's pretty decent in my opinion. Do I think it's perfect? No, but it really does expand on a lot of things and shows like one of the big things about it is that Hey, it's Heimdall.
I like him. He's cool. He's fun. Go ahead.
But no, it's like one of the things about that movie expanded on the villain immensely, made him really interesting as opposed to just this generic mook in the original cut. But it's also the fact of the movie was supposed to be Cyborg's movie. Cyborg was supposed to be the standout, and we didn't get that in the original. We did get that in the Snyder Cut, and I will give it that, but still not perfect.
Right. Like, there's that, and I'd argue, like, out of the Snyderverse movies, I personally thought that the first Wonder Woman was fine. I still haven't seen the sequel, but I heard it's much worse.
Oh, okay, first Wonder Woman is also a very good movie. Oh my god, Wonder Woman 1984 is one of the worst comic book movies out there. The only thing that saves that movie, the only thing is Pedro Pascal playing the villain. Because he's great.
Okay.
Let me see. Aside from that,
we got the Disruptor again from the old Arkham games. Allows me to disable weapons.
Is it just because it looked more like a gun in this game than even Arkham City?
But yeah, because like in Arkham City, it was just like a little button switch.
Yeah.
Anyone trying to resupply.
But no, anyway, I think that the Suicide Squad is great, but then there's those weirdos going like, man, the Suicide Squad was a financial disaster. Why did they go with James Gunn? I mean, his movie was awful. It made no money. Gee, it's almost as if they shoved it onto fucking HBO Max because, theaters were closed.
Yeah, it's
exactly. Like, did you forget that a pandemic happened a little while ago?
Yeah, that was something that actually, kind of on topic, kind of off topic. That was always like a weird thing whenever I hear people talk about how like, oh, why weren't they releasing more movies in theaters around that time? It's one of those things where it's like, are we just collectively forgetting that COVID existed, and technically still does exist?
There's a reason.
It's in history books. It's not that hard to look up.
There's a reason why Everything Everywhere All at Once took 3 years to make.
And why Top Gun Maverick took forever to come out because they were wanting to A, wait until theaters came out, and B, wanted to give it their best shot. While also I will say, from what I heard, Tom Cruise took COVID restrictions very seriously.
Very seriously.
Also, one of my favorite interactions that can be done in this game, Doug, is that I need to spook these guys, and I need to spook these guys into running after I tag the vehicle so I can follow it. And I just
need to give them a little motivation to lead me back to their hideout.
Yes, by housekeeping.
Knock, knock, knock.
What did you forget?
Oh shit!
It's just a genuine.
We gotta get out of here.
Fuck out of here!
Okay, go. I just love it because it's like the classic video, the smartest Batman goon. You see anything?
No.
The vehicle tracker
No.
Just he's like, oh my god, just drives off, and it's just Bruce like, I really shouldn't love this part of the job.
I still love his lines like
subtlety.
Wait, I still love his line there. We were talking over it. He goes like, subtlety works every time.
You know what they say, Alfred? If you love your job, it doesn't feel like work. Yeah. Basically, just gotta wait for them.
Dang good donuts.
Can I just say before you go back to that, that statement's such a load of horse cock.
What? Oh yeah, the phrase. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a bloody fucking excuse.
Yeah, like,
yeah, no,
don't-
it's
like
just
here's
to
the
encourage
thing.
you to just keep
There are
working
people
on
out
it.
there that love their job, but there are still days where it feels like work.
Yeah.
Right, you need it. All the things that you love so much, you still need a break from those every now and again.
Right.
Yep.
We actually did it. Screw Batman. He's overrated. Couldn't even keep up
Hold
with
it in, Bruce. Hey, look, Johnny Charisma.
Oh, you know. Yeah, they're like saying the whole Batman overrated thing. Meanwhile, WB executives are like, I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon. Batman is not overrated unless we need tax write-offs.
Oh, actually, by the way,
lots and lots of tax. Which, by the way, the fact that sorry, you go first, Matt.
back to the whole like DC thing, like the Snyderverse. The Shazam movie is also a pretty good movie. I do.
Oh
like
yeah, I
that
love
one.
the first Shazam.
There's one thing that does make me sad though. I'm hoping that the Shazam that we have now is continued into James Gunn's DC universe. I really do. Because I want my goddamn evil caterpillar. For fuck's sake, I'm pissed off that he's not the villain of the sequel. It actually pisses me off.
Sorry, Mr.
It really does feel like that they're very, like when it comes to movies, maybe I'm just like forgetting details. It feels like they are really selective of like what they're keeping and leaving for their new universe, because we have Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, like she was like in the original Suicide Squad, now in this new universe's Suicide Squad, where it's like, I'm guessing that it's like there's only select things they're wanting to carry over from the Snyder movies for this new universe.
Well, to be fair, James Gunn Suicide Squad is set in the Snyderverse. That was before they let James Gunn start his own DC universe.
This is how I like to do my Predator sequences.
But my guess is that he is going to have that Suicide Squad also be canon to his universe. My guess is that the Flash is going to fucking wipe a lot of shit. Like, they're going to have new scenes shot for the Flash to reset things. And please let Flash be recast, I beg you.
Please,
at least after
at this point, I think it's too late.
No, I mean in the new universe.
Right, like
the new universe, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like you could still play. He could still play him in the movie because at that point it's kind of too late. But as far as the new universe, it's like, listen, Zavlav, I'm sure what you and Ezra have is very special, but you have to see that this relationship is toxic not just for you two, but for everyone around you.
Yeah.
Keep it behind the cells, not in the movie. Oh, jeez.
You saw nothing.
But no, like, I don't know. It's just, God, it is very annoying in my opinion. Back to the whole Shazam thing. They hinted at. Actually, this is a new.
I'm sure he won't see
this,
you. Okay.
Hold on. This is
the last guy left.
This is a trend with a lot of the recent Snyder Universe movies and all that, which I hope they fix in the James Gunn one. James Gunn does like the comics. James Gunn actually actively does like stuff from the comics. That's why Starro and the Thinker were the villains in the Suicide Squad movie. That's why, even though he did mess up Ego and Ronan a bit, he still understood the characters and had them be the villains. What is with the recent trend of we have to create new villains for these heroes to fight? I'm sorry. These are... What? Sorry.
Sorry, I was just about to say, the only thing that I can think of, and I feel like this is an apt comparison, I feel like they're trying to recapture, like, whatever made Harley popular, because, like, let's all remember, she was not a comic character when she was originally made. You know, she was made for the show she was a part of. I'm guessing they want to see if they can try to capture that same kind of magic for the movies.
I don't know, because, like, the villains in the new Shazam movie, they are created wholesale for the movie. And yet the first movie hinted at my favorite comic book villain, Mr. Mind, who is literally an evil caterpillar from Venus. I love that concept.
I do have a question to ask about the DCEU, but I will hold it until I,
And Batman soon will be.
I don't know, what do you think, Jay? Should I let him finish his speech before I knock him down?
And I am going to take. I want it all. If someone even looks at this city.
I'd say give him...
Hold on. Okay, Logan, give him his cut.
Okay!
The Arkham Knight, Barbara Gordon. Tell me where they are.
Every one of them.
So that's who we had. The commissioner's little girl.
Oops.
You don't... I'm busy here!
Oh, he's going to feel that.
I'll break every bone in your body, Cobblepot.
Again.
Even easier now that you have no hair on your head.
Pharmaceutical company or something.
And yeah, just as before, make sure you can push counter for all this to keep this going.
Do not lie to me.
I'm not.
Also, yeah.
Good to see he still has the glass jam in his head.
Also, I'd like to note that he brought up Simon Stagg, who is a villain in the comics and is even in Wonder Woman 1984, and yet every single adaptation of Stagg seems to completely forget he's also the arch-villain to Metamorpho, except for one adaptation.
Well, 2.
Okay, fair.
And unfortunately, Cobblepot gets to weasel away. We gotta find him
But he's
later.
a penguin.
What? Yeah, we'll have to find him later.
I gotta get my squeaker fixed. Oh.
Speaking of which,
Hey!
Okay, I'm sorry. If that killed Dick in the frickin' in one universe, I feel like that would kill a man in this.
I'm trying to think, like, wasn't in the Injustice universe, wasn't it a matter of, like, not even just the baton hitting his head, but when he fell back, like, his head landed on, like, a sharp rock?
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. I forgot about the rock. Oh, wait!
So should
I
say,
think...
wait,
Wait,
I was like really quick to say, I think Dick Grayson is one of my favorite characters to play as who's not Batman. He's just a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
All of his acrobatics and stuff. Yeah.
Also,
what were we trying to say, Matt?
I'm fairly certain in the original game it was that he did hit a head against a rock, but then there's that dumbass Injustice movie, which is just the baton was enough, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I know it was also like that in the comic as well. Like, not so much just the baton, but the baton plus the rock.
Well, I know. Like, the comic just expanded on the Injustice universe.
Right.
The movie was a shitty adaptation. But no, like... I don't know, just back to the whole thing. I find it very annoying that, again, they're just making wholesale new villains for absolutely no reason. And I don't get it. And, also, can we please throw in Doug and I's little video of the moment you were playing this level?
Not yet, because that's not in this arena.
We can't let any of these weapons
I know. I'll know which arena it was in when it happens. Because you're already in the middle of talking, young man. And because I never got to say my thing during the thing either.
Oh, what was your thing?
How was Birds of Prey?
You need to let me help.
Fine. It's not bad. It's fun. How about that? It's a fun movie. But the problem is, it really should have been called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey.
Not the other way around.
Yeah, because the Birds of Prey are barely in the movie. And also, actually, there is one thing about that movie that actively pisses me off against all other thing, and that's that there's this little girl in the movie.
Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, sorry.
Just his little impression.
Seriously? Do you believe that accent? That he only puts it on to sound scary.
It's not that scary though. Anyway, we're gonna have to unfortunately kill Joker. I gotta spray this explosive stuff.
What are the odds that Cockney accent actually was real?
Well, he's being a good sport about it.
So, yeah, fortunately, I gotta now kill him. Goodbye, Joker.
Oh, not again, Patsy!
But no, like, the one thing about the
What are you doing? Bats? Come on! Don't lock me in here. I'll do anything.
Just gets actually muffled.
I'm listening.
You got it.
Man, this is going to be cathartic. Oh, fuck.
I wouldn't like to be that guy.
God damn it.
I wouldn't be either.
Alright, detonate it.
Sometimes I just wonder what it'd be like if, screw all pretense, just Batman literally just talking with his hallucinations like that.
And just since Dick was still there, it's like, Bruce, who are you talking to?
pharmaceutical magnate.
That's the thing to note, though, is that Batman never actually talks to the Joker.
Oh yeah, no, he completely
Oh,
ignores
there's
him.
this bit I love.
Now, what have we got?
Which, all more power to him.
Yeah, I love this bit here. So Joker is going to...
Let your dear old Uncle Jay.
Uncle Jay's gonna sort him out. You alright?
I can handle it, though it has been a while. Maybe a little rusty.
We should leave.
Oh.
They got him. Again.
You alright?
No!
I'm okay!
Honestly, yeah, I do love Joker in this game. It's fun.
Yeah.
They have fun with the animation. Yeah, I just love it. It's like, you alright? Ow!
Need to find
That tickled.
No,
If
like,
only was enough to,
Oh,
if
that
only
is
was
so-
enough to save this game's narrative.
Oh, that is such
Before I
BS. I
forget-
left the car parked on top of the parking complex for just such an occasion.
aw.
Now, before you forget, Matt.
Yes.
Go ahead before I drive up here.
Birds of Prey is a fine movie. I think that Ewan McGregor does a great job as Black Mask, and most of the characters and actors do a great job. But there is one big problem I have with that movie, and that is the fact that part of the plot is protecting this girl named Cassandra Cain, who in the movie is this loudmouth, arrogant little shit that decides that is a pickpocket and all that, and is just constantly in need of protection. You know, exactly like Cassandra Cain in the comics, except completely the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cassandra was done fucking dirty in that movie, because she is my
But hey,
favorite
they
version
at
of
least-
Batgirl.
But hey, you introduced where the hyenas came from.
Now let's see.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Those poor hyenas.
Specializes in
And
advanced
only one hyena, too.
I'm heading to Stag's
Oh, there wasn't even two?
No, there's one.
there, and that's our only link to
Well,
finding
well,
Barbara.
so did they call that one Bud or Lou?
Oh, neither. They called it Bruce after Bruce Wayne.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Inconspicuous.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'll go in on foot and stick to the rooftops. Find me this.
Yeah, that is one part of the
What were
way
we
that
talking
didn't
about again?
suck.
Oh, so what's about to happen here now is we're about to we're actually now up to one more like huge plot point. But I'm gonna be honest, I think I actually want to say that basically we have to head over to those two airships. But I think I'm actually gonna say that for next session because that's gonna be a pretty big set piece.
Then also, we've been going on for an hour and 41 minutes.
Sounds
Let
about
me
right.
just see if there's any.
I actually feel I'm amazed. It actually has felt like it's been
Here.
longer.
I'm going back to the
Let's
orphanage.
here. Let's finish off one more Riddler thing because I did remember that there's that new room that opened, and then we'll be halfway through that area.
Okay.
Okay.
And then again, only because a dialogue that happens after we get to the Riddler just feels a bit more poignant after the events of this game. I'm not gonna actually capture Riddler until the post game.
Alright.
By the way, one thing I will give Jonathan Noble is him being in, so John Noble, who plays Scarecrow in this game, he was also in the the DC TV series, what is it? Legends of Tomorrow. And
What's that?
it's a time travel based show, but it's more of a comedy. And it actually was a lot of fun.
Eddie just lectured me on the
Yeah, I hear it's one of the better CW shows.
Yeah.
Like, not counting
Before it
like
was
early
canceled.
Arrow and early Flash.
You must
Yeah,
be honored.
before it was canceled. And in kind of an insulting manner, too, because it had an awful cliffhanger ending. Where all the legends were arrested. God, I hope they touch upon that in the actual, finale of the CW verse.
That's fair.
But,
So
but,
it's
Still
going.
going?
I think so.
Well, the
so
CW
this is
verse,
going-
yeah, it's still going. Like, they're about to air their last season of Flash.
Oh, did you hear that the people who did Arrow are going to be the ones responsible for Daredevil?
Megalomania crossed with severe obsessive.
I
mean,
don't
I-
know
I wouldn't say-
about that.
Well, I mean, like,
I heard Arrow was okay. Also, basically, it's intro to physics, but it's basically just use the characters' weights.
but yeah, I'll say that right now, Logan. Like, Arrow is fine, but it's kind of similar to Flash. It was one of those shows that, from what I've heard anyway, was a lot better early on, but then just kind of got worse as the series went on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, really quick, Jonathan Noble, he played this demon in one season of the show. But there's this great meta thing where they decide, man, you know, this demon actually sounds like Jonathan Noble. What if we got Jonathan Noble to pretend to voice the demon to trick his minion? And they do that. They go to the set of Lord of the Rings and trick Jonathan Noble to voice this demon.
So they did the frickin' they did that thing like from the one DC show where Mark Hamill himself pretends to be the trickster and the Riddler at the same time.
Yes,
it was the trickster and
what's
the
a voice actor?
Yeah, that.
Thank you. Yeah. What a and the thing that wasn't even the first time Mark Hamill's appeared in the flesh in one of these shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was also the trickster in the old Flash show and the new Flash show.
Right.
And didn't Mark Hamill himself just appear on an episode of and wasn't there just like an episode where he did just appear as Mark Hamill in Scooby-Doo? Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So here's a new mechanic, just in case we haven't already talked about it. These robots now have a inherent charge in them. Catwoman cannot punch the blue ones.
Oh boy.
Only the red ones, and vice versa. I don't know how the hell that works. I don't know how biometrics work like that, but it's just something to be mindful of.
So you're saying like the blue ones have yet to have gone their cootie shot.
Correct. Ow. I'm on it, Betsy. But yeah, basically, it has to be a tag team match because again, if either of them, they have to tag in because if either of them try and go into this match at the same time, the floor becomes electrified.
Ooh, the floor is lava.
How mean.
That's why they have to still stay in. Oh.
God damn it.
No. Okay, fine.
It's just where does he get the time to actually make these things?
Weren't these robots beneath the city or something like that?
I feel like he might have just replicated those robots by this point. If there's this many now.
Oh, there is actually a factory that will be touched upon in Catwoman's DLC.
Oh, by the way, good news today. Last of Us has been renewed for Season 2. Actually, now I think about it, that might be bad news.
I have heard very good things about it.
No. It's good news because that means we'll get more of the Last of Us show. It's bad news because that means they're going to adapt The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh.
I mainly just feel sorry to the actress who's going to be playing Abby.
Yeah, and Ellie to an extent, because I still think Ellie makes some unfortunate deal. Holy crap, I got a lot of Wayne Tech upgrade points.
Damn. No,
yeah, maybe you can spend them on what's left.
Ellie was character assassinated in that game, let's be completely honest.
She was. One of my favorite bits, or someone's reaction to that game, is still the moment when someone was playing, because it's one of the late game. I should save up again. It's one of.
I just realized you only have 2 upgrades left. You can't even buy either of them.
Not yet, but again, I'll be getting more upgrade points throughout New Game Plus, so I will afford it by the time this is over.
You were so close.
I know.
You get so far.
They get expensive. Anyway, is that someone was playing the game? And it's one of the last things you do as Abby, where you actually have a fight with Ellie. So I mean, since you're playing as Abby, the game. I'm on it, Batsy. Don't worry. The game wants you to, as Abby, beat Ellie and win. But the guy actually messed up and lost, and so Ellie killed Abby. And he's like, "All right, thank you all so much for joining my stream of Last of Us Part 2." He's actually legitimately quitting out the game. Ellie got her revenge, as you see. So happy ending's done. Story's over.
Yeah.
I hope Druckmann saw that. I was like, no, but why? That's not the story. Like, because people want to have some semblance of satisfaction after what happened.
But you can get satisfaction out of killing people, can't you?
Revenge is bad. Who?
I mean, it's already bad enough that Was this before or after Joel got killed?
Oh, way after.
This is way.
Literally,
Also, no, the game opens with Joel.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Like, within, 2 hours of the game, Joel gets killed. But no, it's literally, which, by the way, spoiler for, a 4-year-old bad game. So, okay, I will say this. I actually do want to play the game, but only for the gameplay aspect, because I heard it's incredible.
That's what I heard.
But the story is... And I heard, how about this? The development Abby gets is very good. But Ellie, the way they try to do it, immediately after you kill Joel, bullshit. And also the fact of, they character assassinate Ellie. Hardcore character assassinate her.
Yeah.
I'm waiting too.
Again, I just want Night Dog to remember what it's like to have fun again.
You know what? It's not going to happen anytime soon, because I remember reading from an article. Apparently they said they have no interest in going back to Uncharted.
Well, I mean, that I can chalk up to. I could believe that Nathan Drake's story is concluded.
Well, yeah, Nathan Drake's story, but I do want to see what, if his daughter could, take up the mantle and all that. Because we see at the end of the game, at the end of the 4th game, that she does have the adventurous side.
Well, I also just say that because, I think most people can agree that, Uncharted feels like the last game, the last series that Naughty Dog made where they remembered fun.
Yeah. Also, hey, Doug, with your PS5, get Uncharted.
Uncharted is very good.
Uncharted is very good.
I'll think about it.
I also have heard that if you enjoy Uncharted and games and Last of Us, it's a game I want to get around to playing at some point. I heard that A Plague's Tale is also very good.
A Plague's Tale is still the Rats of Us.
Okay, I was about to ask if that was the rat game.
But I've heard it's a very good game.
Honestly, I will say, I do love my favorite genre of video games. You know, third-person action zombie game, third-person action zombie game but space, third-person action zombie game but mushrooms and depression, and third-person action zombie game but are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president's daughter?
Oh, come on. Now you're just being very closed-minded. How could you forget about the overlooked and just uncherished genre of first-person horror game?
It's a classic.
Dude.
Also, this is a new type of event we have to worry about, which is around the city. There's going to start being these sentry towers that guy almost went flying right off the edge. Don't smack me.
Have a box.
That's just a dinky slap there.
Sometimes the sound, there's some great crunches, but I love when there's just a sudden, just a sudden clap.
Stop
that. I'm just sitting there that was it. You had the Batman fully unawares and a chance to get a hit on him, and that's what you do.
Oh, look, if you're gonna smack someone, at least put some real force into it, like this, and just knocks them out.
Yeah. He does, there it is, there's the slack. Just a simple,
You see, that's how you seize an opportunity. You understand me? Well, that's right, you're unconscious.
And then there's these militia guys who, I don't know how they work, but with absolutely no explanation, these militia guys somehow can pull off League of Assassin, level of, smoke bomb dodge.
Again, it's why I thought my idea for what the twist should have been would have made more sense.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's just them reusing, the skeleton of the ninja enemies from City.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I agree with your idea, Matt. That's why next part, I want to give you the platform to share that. Yeah, there's a lot of... And again, the best part is, it does that, but not all of them are even spawned into the world yet. I have to genuinely go through the story mode. Just walk on the wire. Thank you. Jeez, someone could get hurt. So, this is the last city called Founders Island. The last island called Founders Island. Apologies. LexCorp, yay.
Why?
So next session, because this one's been going on for a while. Thank you again. We're going to head over to those 2 air blimps because the Scarecrow's been spotted there. And it would seem that after his attempt to spread fear toxin through the Ace Chemicals building, literally exploded in his face. There it is. I was looking at the wrong area. It seems like he may have a backup plan in mind, and we're gonna hopefully see if we can stop him.
Wait, a backup plan in the form of Metamorphose arch nemesis. What do you mean he's not in this game? But
he doesn't do anything, man.
Why is Simon here then? It's like putting Simon in Wonder Woman in a Wonder Woman movie without They did that? Oh.
They did it twice.
Oh. Why?
They did it 4 fucking times, man.
You know, I have a life outside of my mortal enemy.
No, you
So
don't.
stay tuned, everybody. Take care.
Why would you let me live?
No.